Hey guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Super Mario 64 Transcending the Rainbow. And in this episode, we're going to be starting a new course, Memories of a Lucid Dream. And this is, as far as I know, this game's only guest course. And it's from the player / creator Am6. So Am6 is someone, I guess I think I've definitely mentioned a couple times on this Let's Play because he's recently done something, extraordinary in beating Dream Edition. So I would definitely say, I think it's fair to say, I think he's the greatest Kaizo player there's ever been. Definitely the most skilled, most persistent. But is he a good hacker? That's what we'll see. He's made stuff before, and I think it's just okay. We'll see what It's a very interesting thing, the Kaizo, the Kaizo players who become creators. Sometimes that could be a very good thing. For example, I'd say Akuro is a player who's a really good creator. But then there are some examples of it not really working. For example, I think Morningstorm, very good player, not a great creator, in my opinion. So yeah, this sign just indicates guest level created by Am6, and we have a little Am6 Easter egg here. He's got he's known for this emote, Anyways, to get started. I'm not a huge Am6 viewer, so I don't really know. I don't really get the in joke. I think there's is there Am6 TV or something? I don't know. I'm not totally in on this one. Everyone knows that famous Andrew email. That one's pretty iconic. Oh yeah, anyway, so I guess I should talk about this star now. This first star is pretty damn tricky, and it really just it definitely throws you right into the level. So right off the bat, we have the classic SNR, infinite wall kicks walls, where if you just enter these walls with a straight angle, you can basically just wall kick forever. So ooh, okay. Bit of a sus execution there, but I'll take it. But yeah, those walls, whenever I see them in a round back, I'm like, oh boy, I'm about to do a bunch of freaking camera flips. So now I'm going to come down this way. We have more SNR jumps. I think Am6 definitely understood the assignment in terms of doing some light core SNR vibes. Because I would say it's kind of how this hack's been feeling in general. Okay, this part's a little weird. Okay, yeah, you have to strain. It's a bit awkward, but I try to ledge grab that back wall. Okay, now here we have to do some tight long jumps, which, as you can clearly see, not my thing. And this next one's even a little more tight. Also have to deal with a Snuffit here, which is a little annoying. I actually decided I'm gonna kill him because he's in a pretty killable position, and then I can actually set up this. I can set up this long jump in peace. Nice. Okay. All right, last jump here. So last jump, I'm gonna do a bit of a momentum triple jump. It's gonna also use these warp walls. Nice, let's go. Was that first try? That might have been. That was good shit, because that was not an easy star. The hardest part is honestly the beginning, the freaking SNR wall kicks where you wall kick all around. I barely got it that time. But all the ending stuff I was decently okay with. Alrighty, good shit, good shit. Yeah, so I like that star. I only got a little bit frustrated in practice when I was dealing with the Snuffit at first, but honestly, that was a pretty good star. So I'd say so far Am6 is firing off. Good shit. Alrighty, guys, back at it with another star. So this is a like thin lava bouncing star. I'm not sorry. I just totally said the wrong thing. A lava bouncing arch star, which I feel like generally speaking, that's one of my biggest weaknesses. So, I actually practice this a lot. I'm hoping it goes kind of well, based on the amount of time I put it into practice. But yeah, I'm just not good at lava bouncing arches. There's one in RGP, but it's only for a normal star. There's one in Habani's Final Memory, and I practiced like a lot. It still wasn't entirely consistent, so I'm definitely not great at these jumps. This section here is also a little weird, because you have to have very particular inputs. Like at first I go neutral, and then I like hold right down to like pull back so I get there, and it looks like it barely works when you get it. That also gave me problems in practice. So here we have this lava bouncing arch. Let's see how this goes. If I F it up, I can go back, but I don't know. In practice, I wasn't very good at like going back for some reason. Okay. So once I get here, nice. That was very smooth. So once I get there, I can like the second arch, I kind of just like shit. Kind of just mess with it and usually clip out. That was unfortunate. So after I do that lava benching arch, there's a couple more jumps. They're actually not that easy, but the star's kind of short, so I was actually almost there. That was a little unfortunate. But I would say the lava benching arch is probably the hardest part of the star, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, I want to be sort of towards the edge, possible. Nice. You just have to really. It's a very like input heavy section where you have to really know what you're pressing. But I think I have it down for the most part. Might have the occasional death to it. I wouldn't be surprised. Wow, I'm low. Jeez. Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised that happened. I was very low. Alright. So yeah, in some cases like that, as I just showed, you can go back. That was a bit of a weird performance for me there. Weirdness. Why am I so low? Shit. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to clip out. Okay. Took a little burn, but that's fine. And shit. So I did think of a little backup in practice, by the way. If I didn't get like enough, oomph to. Shit. All right, that was my backup. Sometimes for some reason I don't get far enough from the like the lava bounces. I could like. Instead of doing what I'm supposed to do, I could kind of keep going around the circle, get in a better position. Almost did it there. Just effed up. It is a backup, to be fair, so I'm not going to be as good with a backup. Dude, what? Come on, dude. I've had two good chances to get past the. I got past the arch twice. Kind of blew it. Kind of blowing it. Bruh. But I had, you know, when I was practicing the star, I had a bit of a realization. I'm like, maybe I should watch Am6's video for this level, because he made it, so he would know all the good strats, right? Like he probably just like when he was playing this level, he probably instantly knew like all the right things to do, right? Because he made this level. So I'm like, I should watch his video. I was watching Morning Storms. I'm like, wait a minute. I should watch the freaking creators. And also happens that the creator is like a really good player as well. But then on the flip side though, if he's the creator of this level, he might not do any cheeses because he wants to, you know, a creator doesn't really want their level to be cheesed, you know. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't watch AM6. A lot to think about here. So when I missed the arch the first time, I tried one more time, and then yeah, so at this point I'm gonna go back. Should be able to make it back with this. Yeah. Very good. So yeah, I give myself 2 tries to get the first arch. If I don't get it, I'm going back. So usually I got it in one of the first 2 tries. But apparently not, because now I just failed it twice. But this is why we prepare for all circumstances. To be fair, I might be a little bit more likely to miss the arch and attempts because, you know, I played it a little safer, like even like subconsciously. There we go. Damn it, dude! I was too bad. Damn it! I'm kind of annoyed that happened, dude. I don't know why I keep effing that up in attempts. I never had a problem with that in practice. I've kind of effed up my positioning coming out of the lava bounces 3 times now. Should have gone for the backup there again. I don't know why I'm making it where I need to go for the fucking backup every time. If I just did it normal, I wouldn't have to. That backup was supposed to be like the type of backup I never actually use, by the way. For some reason, because of how I'm playing, I always have to do it. Nice, dude. Nice triple jump, asshole. Come on, dude. The star's really not that bad, actually. It's only the arc that's a problem, and I'm kind of kicking its ass, to be honest. Alright, come on. Get out of here, Chuck, you. Alright. I'm gonna try to lock in here, dude. I've been playing a little sus. Alright, let's get the clip. Okay, see, I have the clip, and I have fucking 7 seconds on my cap. So, I better get a freaking good position, dude, I swear. Good, this is better. Alright. Ready? Good. Boom. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I could not do that for the longest time. Okay. Now we're finally to, like, the actual star-specific jumps here. We have some, like, palm tree jumps. But it's a little... The only thing that makes it, like, a little interesting is we have these, like, ceilings. So you have to think about your angle and height, like, on the tree. Here we do actually want some height. Yeah, this is, like, the last jump already, so I'm going to lock in here. Okay. Oh, wow. I had to really hold back. Okay. Come on, dude. Nice. Let's go. Had a little trouble with just like one finicky part, but overall, good performance though. I was kind of kicking the lava bouncing arch's ass, so glad that seemed to have gone well in practice. That's good. But yeah. So far, I'm actually really enjoying the stage. I think AM6 has done a good job. It definitely feels like a level made by someone who's very familiar with Kaizo, you know, itself. So AM6, good job, my friend. All right, guys. So we got a tough star coming up, but it's also a star I really like. So this star, unlike a lot of stuff from this game, it's been you know, short and precise. This is more of a endurance star. There's a pretty long path, and then we end up in this like volcano, and there's secrets to do. So yeah, we got a lot of jumps to do here. But I really like what I'm playing. Actually, I think AM6 is doing a great job. Before I started this level, I think there's this player called Isometer, and he beat the sack, and he talked about like he gave his thought, like obviously like in the description under his videos. he gave a quick review of every level, and he was basically saying like, oh, this level is shit, it's not up to standard, whatever. Couldn't disagree more. I actually think it's been a nice like breath of fresh air. You know, it feels a little different, but like matches the style. So yeah, I totally disagree. That's his opinion though. You know, he's allowed to have it, obviously. So anyway, to start off, we have this like pretty awkward wall kick section, where you have to kind of do like a camera change because camera going into it's a little sus. And yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of jumps coming up. So here we have some arcs. I personally, by the way, this has always been my opinion. I find wall kicks like this pretty easy because I have the outer wall to work with. You know what I mean? As soon as I don't get the outer wall to work with, they're a lot harder. Like, but when I have that back wall to work with, actually, I'm totally fine with those. That wall jumps. That wall kick is a little scary because you have to avoid the check you. Okay. By the way, I think you do have to come to at least like this point for reds. So. Again, there's gonna be more shit I need to learn here. Okay. Ah, damn it. Damn it. I think I effed up my inputs there. Yeah, getting rollouts on a switch like that, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. Like, I feel like other SM64 players will agree. Like, we're even getting jumps on like sometimes. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you just don't get a jump on those. But I don't know if it's actually like a glitch. I think it's actually just like a tight timer or a tight like window. And maybe the window like isn't what you think it is. That might be happening as well. Alright, let's try this path again. Yeah, I'm expecting... This is definitely one of the harder normal stars I've done in this game, so this might take a little while. By the way, I figured I might as well grab the cat, so I can just kill the that pesty Snuffit just by walking into him. Made sense to me. And having the metal cap doesn't actually change anything. It's not like the wing cap. Like, having the wing cap actually changes things. Really, all it does is makes you invulnerable to lava, if you think about it. So really all it does. Might as well be called the invincible cap. Oh, that's not true. Actually, I just lied. It also makes you sink in water. That is true. Forgot about that. Okay. Come here, you son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, but I would say this star might be as hard as, like, if you know KBR2, way too hard for Core 7. Might be as hard as that star. But it's more like endurance in that star, because that star's actually shorter than this one, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. Now let's line this shit up here. Nice. Okay. Coming up, this is probably like, there's a kind of extended wall kick section. It's probably the hardest part of the star. Okay. Gotta strain a lot to get in there. Here I want to get on the very edge because I'm going to do something kind of interesting. There's an arch here. Ooh, okay. But it's a really weird arch because it's like, I'm going for a, ooh, jeez. I'm going for like a pussy arch, as I like to call them. But it's a little harder than most pussy arches. Ah, yeah. Damn it. It's a little harder than most pussy arches because every time you miss it, you have to like go back and like go in between those. I don't know if I was out on the edge enough, if I'm being honest. I think that's why I was having a problem arching. I don't know if my like setup is that good. Yeah, so that part's tricky, and then it leads into another pretty tricky wall kick section. So yeah, this shit is not easy. The only thing I'm hoping, it might not happen. I'm hoping once I actually get to the secret area itself, I can get the start. So I feel like I felt pretty good at the secrets jumps, but we'll see. There's hard parts as well. in the secret area itself, so that's not a guarantee at all. I actually think, for me, getting to secrets is harder than secrets. There's hard parts in both, though, so it's kind of like a double whammy star. Hard path, hard ending. Okay. That time I didn't even kill him, but not an issue. Main goal is survival, not murder. Okay. That's pretty smooth camera play there. So yeah, I guess if I'm saying the star is as hard as way too hard for course 7, it's technically a star, but like we're talking like very low. That was shit. I don't know what the... Wait, did I somehow straighten out? I think I might have actually. Dude, wow, that was crazy. I thought I was dead, because I thought I kind of like... Somehow I straightened out. I must have straightened out like the last possible second. That did not look straight. And you need to be like straight there because you have to cover a lot of distance. Hold on, let me make sure I'm really on the edge. That looks pretty damn. It looks pretty damn on the edge to me. I don't know. I'm not gonna fuck with that. All right. I like to get this, you know, sooner rather than later. There we go. Yeah, because the more wall kicks you do, I mean, it's just upping the chances of dying, right? That's the way I see it. Nice. Okay, walk in. Okay, that was a couple weird moments there, but good shit. Okay. So here we have the this massive volcano, which looks very intimidating. So well done to M6. So we have to like lava bounce all the way around it, and then we're gonna go like up to the bottom actually. I like that you get to see this big structure, and then you're actually gonna climb it yourself. I think that's a nice touch. Okay. All right. So in this volcano we have a secrets area, and I really like all the jumps in here. And sometimes if you die, you can live. It depends. If you fall all the way back to the bottom, that's just lava. But there's also quicksand in here, so there's no guarantees. Sometimes you live. I'm definitely not gonna. I'll put it this way. I'm definitely not gonna load the save state if I fall, because you might live. I'm gonna go back, play the save here. Nice. Okay, I'll line this up. I'll look about there. As soon as the fire goes, you kind of get ready to go, because you need you want time on your hands. Nice. A little D-padage there. Now this D-pad against this wall, I'm gonna surprisingly hold this camera for a while, because it actually is helpful for several jumps, including this one. Okay, lock in. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Is he gonna shoot? Ooh, okay. He shot way later than I've ever seen him shoot. Okay. That was a little sus, but we're good, we're good. Okay, lock in. 1, 2. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, last jump. Come on, dude. Lined up with that. Okay, that should be good. Come on, dude. Last jump. Use this back wall. Nice, dude. Let's go. Dude, that was a good performance. 10 minutes. Good performance. It basically went exactly how I expected. I had some trouble on the path itself, but as soon as I got to that secrets area, bam, knocked it out. So I was kind of thinking that might happen because, oh wait, hold up. A terrible shiver propagates through your spine as a long-lost misery has been unlocked. Sitting atop the dimension of stars lies the remnants of Bowser's shadowy past. Will you take on his challenge once more? A special reward lies ahead for those truly worthy. Best of luck, you will need it. Ooh. I was not expecting a 140 star message. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought there was only like 70 star message, 10 star, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. So I don't know what, but something just unlocked at 140 stars. That says 110. I don't know. Something unlocked. That says 140 right there. So that dojo looking level with the lights or whatever, that just unlocked. Damn, it's all going down here. Yeah, that's kind of confirmation. Like we're sort of in the end game now here. Shit's getting real. Feels like it's gone fast, but then again, I know this game's gonna get a lot harder. So if anything, the journey has just begun. But yeah, so that was a good performance on that star. Next I'll be back with presumably star 4. But yeah, we'll see about that. Alrighty, guys, time for star 4. And now this star is the total opposite of the last one. Unlike the last one, which was like an endurance star. It was like 5 minutes long, but had nothing too brutal. This is like a star with a really hard ending. Definitely one of the hardest endings I've done in this game. I wouldn't say the hardest. Like, there's probably stuff I've done that's harder, especially if we're counting speed star stuff. Like that's still a lot harder. This is still pretty damn precise. It's given me a lot of problems in practice. So if it goes anything like practice, then I'll probably have a lot of chokes. But the star is not that long, and getting to the ending isn't terrible. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is like the hardest star on the level though, because I feel like that still goes to star 2. Because this star is just like has like one really precise part at the end, you know. I kind of feel weird saying that makes it the hardest star, you know. So yeah, we're gonna come up here again, getting a lot of mileage out of that lava bounce part. And yeah, we have a path this way. Not sure if I will actually go on this path for reds either. I might not actually. Oh, never mind. So literally a red on the path. What am I saying? I just kind of forgot about that. Okay, so for this part, this is a little interesting. I jump kick, and then I do like that little shimmy to get out of the way. Yeah, so came up with some good movement for all those like step jumps. Alright. I'm gonna lock in here. See, I'm already kind of on the ending. Well, not really. I would say ending, actually. It's probably not accurate. Already on the sort of ending. I don't know. Feigning confidence here. Ooh, okay. I chipped a little early, but it actually worked. Okay. Okay. Nice. So here we have some holes. Now, the holes themselves aren't actually the brutal part. See those wall kicks in the distance right near my HUD? That's going to be the problem part. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let's move over just a little bit. Yeah. So here I actually have a strap. Believe it or not, I'm going to do a little Mario cam. And I have to like... Yeah, I have to... So I need to get... Basically, I'm in a quicksand position. But I need to get wall kicking, so I have to like do a quicksand ledge grab and then fall backwards. But I thought Mario Cam was actually easier to see than Lakitu Cam, which, you know, that's not something you say that often. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay. Now we got some hole jumps. I'm just going to use my shadow to make sure I'm at the back of the wall kicks. Alright. Nice. Here I'm going to do a camera flip. Alright, here comes the difficult jump. Here goes nothing. Alright. Come on, dude. Okay. Let's go! No way I first tried that. Let's go. Dude, I just entered my freaking flow state there. I can't even explain that freaking flow state I just entered. Damn. First try, star 4. Nice, dude. This is another course that's going pretty well. I feel like I haven't had a course go really well since freaking Slide. That was some good shit right there. Cause that is precise. Yeah, those precise wall kicks, especially the part where you descend downwards, they're giving me a lot of problems. I guess if you think about it, it's kind of like this jump, but like a buffed version. So yeah, that shit was giving me problems. So really happy with that performance. Good shit, mate. Alrighty, guys. So this next star isn't too bad. But hey, then again, I said the last one was really hard and I got it first try. So at this point, I can't even. It's hard to predict how stars are going to go. But this star is a lot of the same path, little branch off, couple jumps. So I didn't see this one as too bad. But honestly, the ending is kind of hard. I could definitely die the ending a couple times. It's kind of like a thin section. I mean, it's a very, very it's a very tame thin section, to be honest. But it's still a thin section, so any like thin section, you just have to take seriously in this game because. If you don't know, thins are typically some of the hardest jumps in Mario 64. Basically means wall kicks that are super, super thin. So positioning is really tough. So yeah, anytime there's a thin section, I put my guard up. And in fact, like... Usually, like, okay, for example, Invasion of Chaos, right? It's this, like, big, like, 30-minute long level with all these jumps. But the moment it put, like, thins in it, it's just like, well, that's the hardest jump. And I actually got consistent in those thins, too, but I could still say, like, I can't not say they're the hardest jump. You know, that would just be factually false. Alright. So we're going to come down here. Oh, by the way, I meant to... talk about this during the last star, but I actually got it so fast I didn't even get to it. So since I'm kind of on the back end of this Let's Play, I mean, we'll see. It might get a lot harder, so maybe not really the back end, but you know, I'm progressing pretty far along in this Let's Play. I'm starting to think what my next Let's Play might be, and I think I have an idea. I think I might do a Fractured Multiverse. Let's Play. Oh, by the way, these are the jumps, or this is like the new path for the star. Ooh, nice. Almost died there. But I'm thinking so after this hack, right? I'm thinking I might want to Let's Play like a hack that's a little bit harder, which is kind of funny to say because this hack's already very hard. But I think I might step it up even a little more. And I'm thinking about. So it's between hacks. If I want to go harder than this, I don't have that many options. Now, Lost Universe 1.5. I could have done that, but honestly, it's barely harder than this, and I'm already like decently far in it. So I don't want to do that. Now SNR and LU2, I've made like very good progress in those, especially SNR. So those are ones where I'm actually like, yeah, I don't want to start over my file. So I'm not doing that. Okay, you know, I'm gonna shut up for a second. I'm kind of on the end now. So that jump, you have to jump around the void. It's pretty tough. And then, okay, yeah, we gotta dive on there. Now that dive from the box, it can be problematic because sometimes the spider just camps. Like he literally just sits there and camps. It happened to practice on my career. Thankfully, it didn't happen that time, but it's definitely possible. Okay, here we go. So these wall kicks are interesting. They get thinner as they progress. So it starts pretty thick, but it's gonna get thin. As you can see right here. Ooh, wow. Alright. Here we go. Oh. Oh shit, is this going to be another first trier? From the Peatster? Wow. I didn't even get to finish what I'm talking about. Because I'm just cooking so hard on this level. I gotta be honest, I did not expect that one to be a first trier. Just because I didn't put as much practice into it. Because it felt kind of easy. Damn, I'm cooking this level. I guess just to finish up my point real quick. I feel like SNR and Lost Universe 2, while I love to LP those, I'm just too far into them already. So I don't want to start over. Especially SNR. Like SNR, I got multiple tier 7s. There's no way I'd ever redo that hack. Like I'm just so far into it. So that leaves me with Fractured Multiverse. Now the funny thing is, technically I have more stars in Fractured Multiverse than Lost Universe 2 or Lost Universe 1.5. But the way Fractured Multiverse works is that the game has like an exponential difficulty curve. So even though I might have gotten like 100 stars in Fractured Multiverse, like I didn't do anything that hard. So I'd totally be willing to like replay. I mean, there's some stuff I like not as excited to replay, if I'm being real. But I'd be way more willing to replay that stuff. Just because it's like so much less progress, like than LE2 or SNR. So I think I'm gonna go for FM. Obviously it's a hack. I've given my fair share of criticisms towards, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I think it's just in that good difficulty range where I wanna push myself and go for harder hacks. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna do FM. An FM Let's Play next. So let me know in the comment section how that sounds. I feel like people will be excited. No, it is like a community collab hack, so it's got a lot of community ship to it. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I feel like even though this LP is far from over, I'm already getting excited about what the future might hold. So yeah, maybe FM next, but we shall see. Alrighty guys, time for the 6th and final normal star, and this is another one that's not too bad. So you know what? This level actually had a couple freebies, well, at least for this game's standards. And there's still like hard stars in the grand scheme of freaking ROM hacks, but I don't know. I guess just I've done so much freaking shit, and both in this game and many other games, that I actually consider these like breaks. Yeah, we kind of have like a old school enemy avoidance star, so it's pretty cool. Old school in the sense of just throw a bunch of enemies at you and have you dodge them. But I guess new school in the sense that we have you have to avoid some death floor. That's kind of a newer gimmick. I feel like IOF made that kind of popular. Yeah, was it IOF? Because IOF had course 12, which I hated that level, but it did start like a new era of freaking death plane. So yet again, we're going to come over here. Yeah, so stars 4 through 6 all had you come down here. Kind of a branch off path. Alright. Yeah. Figured I hesitate yet. He looked like he was ready to freaking leap at me. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to start FM, so obviously if you keep up with my channel. I did some like FM streams, probably nearly a year ago, about now. And that game had some of my best like rage moments, but yeah, I'll be excited to give that another chance in a Let's Play. I feel like Let's Plays, you're kind of encouraged to like practice more, so I think it'll go a little better than when I stream it. I mean, it can't go worse. Let's put it that way. Alrighty. So yeah, we have some. Oh yeah. I knew that wasn't gonna work out. So yeah, we have some enemy avoidance. The problem is, like you just saw right there, enemies aren't always going to behave the same way. So what I just did in practice worked, right? Very well, but maybe the enemies were in a nice spot. Like there, you saw the Chucky. I did my little move I planned to do. Chucky was like literally waiting for me. He's like, "Thanks, just picked you up. See you later." So yeah, I have to think a little more, think carefully next time. A little more carefully, at least. Yeah, it's really not that bad of a star. And hey, my first stride streak had to end. It was going on freaking 3 stars. Ooh, wow, that was close. Close one. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Shake it up. Alright, let's take this nice and easy. You can come at me. So for whatever reason, he's not going all the way back. Hold up, I have a plan here. Oh, plan worked. Okay, here we're gonna do a chainer. And you saw I set up the D-pad cam a little bit for that chainer. Okay, now we have the shell. This is like the home stretch here. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice, let's go. Alright, second try, I'll take that all day. Dude, this level went really smooth. Usually when I do the normal stars and I get them all in one episode, it ends up being like a freaking long-ass episode. I have to cut shit out. This is like smooth, like, dude, clean freaking performance right here. I don't know if this level just wasn't that bad, or if I feel like I was playing well. I don't know. It might have been a little mix of both. Like, it actually might not have been that hard. And I was playing well. So I think combination of both. Maybe this level just fits my skill set as well. I feel like this level is very, like, typical Kaizo jumps. So maybe it's just stuff I've, you know, kind of feel experienced in or whatever. But, yeah, that went really smooth, dude. Hopefully Reds, you know, follows suit, but we'll see. Reds are listed about almost like identical to Course 12 Reds. So I assume they're gonna be pretty hard. Based on the normal stars, this level feels easier than Course 12, but like maybe Reds are gonna have something to say about that. You know, it's not always an accurate indicator of like how hard Reds are gonna be. You know, yeah, normal stars. So we'll see. That's gonna be all for this episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Laters.